Hi guys, so I'm not going to show you my outfit really because literally all I wore was my NHS shirt which says nerds have swag and just some blue jeans and red Converse. So yeah, today I had AP Psych, Government, Astronomy, and Teacher's Assistant, and I'm just going to get straight to the point because my story from Astronomy I think is going to be pretty long. So yeah, so I'll just skip over psychology because we literally did nothing. And then in government, government was really boring. He was telling us about how we had a binder check coming up, and then he put on this video which we had to take notes on, and I was just so, I'm just so tired, I'm tired right now. And so I was falling asleep, and I was kind of in that stage of sleep where, you know, you're asleep, but you can still, hear him, and then, so I would still take down notes, because, I would hear him stop the video and be like, you guys, this is important, you should write this down. So I would wake up for that or something, but for the most part I was kind of napping. And I wake up to find out that my friend beside me had taken pictures of me sleeping. And I was like, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? I was like, you have to delete them. And he was like, oh yeah, I'll delete them later. Because our teacher doesn't really like phones. And I was like, oh my gosh, I can't. I was like, I really don't want him showing people or posting it anywhere. So I was walking with him after class, and then I was like, oh my gosh, you have to delete it. You know how Apple has that dumb folder of recently deleted, which I don't understand why they have that folder. It's so, okay, I understand why, because sometimes you do accidentally delete things, but that folder just takes up space, and Apple already has a problem. You know, people with iPhones already have a problem with storage, so why would I want an extra unnecessary album? But whatever. So I made him delete it, and he thought I was stupid, and I didn't know about the recently deleted folder, and I was like, no, you have to delete it from there too. So I got him to delete those pictures, thankfully, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe he did that. So now I have to take pictures of him sleeping, because he's always nodding off in class. But anyways, in astronomy today, so these girls in the row across from me, they were talking about their English teacher, and how sometimes she makes derogatory comments, or, you know, she's just really, she says some shady things sometimes. So they were talking about that, and then this one girl was like, yeah, I feel like she treats people, you know, she treats white people differently than African Americans. And our astronomy teacher heard that, and he was like, I really don't like the fact that people throw around the word racist nowadays. And he just went on this whole rant about how you shouldn't be calling people racist, you know, don't just throw that word around because it's a serious word. And then I was just like, what? Because, keep in mind, their row's over here, and my row's over here, but I'm on the edge, so I was kind of listening in on them. And let me tell you, not once did they say the word racism, racist, or anything of the sorts. She literally just said that she feels like she's treated unfairly, or she's treated differently than the other kids in the class. And I was just looking at my teacher where did you get this racist? I was like, nobody even said that word. And you know, the people in the conversation were kind of shocked too. And there's this one girl in our class, and she was like, what? She was like, you don't even know what we're talking about. She was like, you don't even know what you're talking about. She's like, and plus, you're not even in this conversation. And then you know, sometimes teachers think they know everything, but they don't. And he was just like, well, you're not in the conversation either. And keep in mind, this girl is a row in front of them, but she was in the conversation. She was engaging in the conversation. So yes, she was a part of it. And she was like, yes, I was, you weren't. And she was like, you know what, you should just stay out of it, basically. And I don't know, he said something, and then she was like, what the hell? And then I was like, oh my gosh. And that's the part where everyone else in the class was listening in, because I'm very nosy, and I'm also observant at the same time. So I was already listening to the conversation, but I don't think it drew anybody's attention until she yelled that. And then he was like, my teacher, he was like, I think you mean what the heck. And she was like, did I stutter? No, I said, what the hell? And I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe she just said that. Like, you're saying that to a teacher. Are you crazy? But, I mean, he didn't really say anything. He just kept passing out papers and turned around and went on about his day. And I was just like, oh my gosh. I'm surprised he didn't send her to the principal's office or something, you know? But I'm like, I mean, I don't know. Maybe he just didn't want to, you know, have that conversation with the principal about what he was or what he thought he was overhearing, you know. So I don't know. He didn't really do anything, but she was pretty upset about the whole situation, which I would be too. But like, she was just so mad that she had to walk out of the room, and I was like, yeah, what, like, are you kidding me? But yeah, and then in my 7th period, I assist for a teacher, and she teaches a debate class during that time. And they were doing a mock trial between the 3 little pigs and the wolf. And basically, the wolf was on trial for killing 2 of the pigs, the charge was manslaughter, and he was being charged for killing 2 of the pigs. The 3rd pig was alive because he called the cops in time. You know, one house is made of straw, and then sticks, and then bricks, and the pig and the brick house, he called the cops on the wolf. So that's how the wolf got arrested, and it was basically just about whether the wolf was guilty or not, because it was based on the wolf story, and the wolf story was that he wanted a cup of sugar to bake his grandma a cake, so he went to his neighbors' houses, and he just accidentally, you know, they accidentally died while he was there. So, yeah, it would take a long time to explain the story. But, let me tell you, that trial did not go well. It didn't. It was so bland. Nobody even tried. Okay, not nobody, but the defense did not try. The defense nor the wolf tried, really. Like, you know, the wolf was up there for questioning, and like, within like 5 minutes, he admitted that he did it. Not blatantly, like, yeah, I killed them. Well, it was kind of blatant, but, I mean, I was just like, are you kidding me? Do you not realize you just admitted it? Because I think the prosecutor was like, so, do you deny that you killed the 3 pigs or something, or, you know, you slaughtered the 3 pigs or the pigs or something? And he was like, well, yeah, I killed them and I ate them. But I was like, when I heard that, I was like, you just incriminated yourself. And then what I didn't get was, why isn't your defense attorney saying objection? Like, they literally learned the terms like that day for like for the things that you can object for. Even if I didn't know the terms, I'd be like, objection. Like, he needs to plead the 5th. And that's another thing. I was wondering, can he not plead the 5th? Like, pleading the 5th means I am deciding not to answer that question because I don't want to incriminate myself. Never did he say that. He never said that. Never. So it just boggled my mind. Why? 1, why are you incriminating yourself? 2, do you not know plead the 5th? 3, why isn't the defense attorney saying objection to every single thing? Because obviously, Wolf, you're incriminating yourself, and without knowing it, defense attorney say objection, and his defense attorney didn't even have any notes, any questions written down like they were supposed to, and I was just like, oh my gosh, this is a complete mess. Like, how would you even, like, okay, even if the jury was gonna file guilty, you didn't even have one reason why you should be, you know, you should be charged as innocent. Like, if it was me, I would have been like, well, how do you know? Because it was the wolf versus the 3rd pig, and the 3rd pig was claiming that he knew that the wolf had killed, or, you know, killed and ate his 2 other brothers, and he made up the story. Like, you can be creative with it, but, you know, you still have to stick with the book story. So the 3rd pig said that he was actually on the phone call with his first brother in the straw house, and he was talking, and all of a sudden the line went dead, you know, and that's how he knew his brother, like, something was wrong. But for me, as the wolf, wouldn't you be like I would have said, how did you know it was me? Like, okay, yes, you're on the phone with your brother, the phone went dead. Did you hear my voice? I don't think so. You know? Or, you know, like, I would be asking them questions. Like, how do you know it was me? just because the lion went dead, how do you know he didn't put you on mute? You know? And then another thing would have been like, how do you know that by my sneezing the house down caused his death? How do you know that? How do you know he didn't trip and bust his head at the exact same moment I sneezed? You don't. You know? They didn't even make an effort to question the story. And, if you can't beat them, confuse them, you know? And then that would have made the jury think, oh, because it made me think about that. And then the third pig was claiming that when the wolf came to ask for a cup of sugar, he saw blood in his teeth. I would have been like, how did you know it was blood? How do you know I wasn't eating ketchup or just had some cranberries or something, you know? There were a lot of things the defense could have said to help their case. I understand, probably regardless, the jury would have found him guilty, but it was just the fact that there was such little effort put into it, you know? It just didn't make any sense. But now I'm rambling, and I'm probably gonna cut both of my rants short about the 3 pigs and about astronomy. I don't know, maybe I will, maybe I won't. But I feel like I've been talking too much. So, yeah, I'll see you guys later. Toodles!
Walk out the house with my swagger, hop in that whip, yo, I got places to go. People to see, time is precious.